written and events going on at the time. It helps us understand the book and time period better.
Great American thinkers like Ralph Waldo Emerson and Thoreau shaped American history because they contributed ideas to American society about the ways that people should live and the best ways that people can contribute with ideas and thinking to society.
American authors have shaped our country's history by allowing us to get an insight on their beliefs and thoughts from all different eras in time.
I would say Fences shaped our country's history by calling attention to the racial segregation that was seen in society, and then from there you had that progression into a ban on laws that segregated whites and blacks. But even after that, society was still divided, so that's what Fences brought to light.
Sylvia Plath shaped our country's history in The Applicant by focusing societal pressures and expectations of women. Plath focuses and communicates the oppression women have dealt with and continue dealing with.
Fences taught me that people metaphorically put up fences to keep things in or out, but regardless of the obstacle, anything can be achieved and overcame.
In general, books can change our thoughts and the way we see our lives, therefore influencing our identity.
Overall, books can change your thinking. All American authors have different viewpoints and opinions, and gaining all their insight is very helpful. Each book we read teaches us a new lesson. That lesson usually sticks with us for the rest of our lives.
Advice of Men shaped my identity because it showed me the value and importance of friendship.
Gran Torino made me realize the importance of being bold and not being afraid to say what I want or to voice my opinion.
The Great Gatsby shaped my identity as I learned that it's often best to leave the past behind.
Wildest taught me that you should put your happiness first. If there's something wrong in your life, you should fix it.
The Great Gatsby made me realize you don't have to solely rely on money to be happy.
One of the most formative books I read in high school was Walden by Thoreau. And when I was younger, I was really into being outside and one with nature, and I did a lot of running and hiking and all that. And I also read, because of him, I also read Into the Wild by John Krakauer, as well as Shel Strade's Wild, and a lot of those kind of transcendental movements that I think help shape a lot of people's American identity. This idea that you can totally start over, disconnect, and remake yourself into whatever you want yourself to be, and you don't have to be held down by society's constraints. So I really felt like that free-spirited nature from a lot of those great American thinkers who sort of inspired me to go and do and be whoever I want to be.
Hi, I'm Brian Duffy. I'm the assistant principal here at Scituate High School, and as a former English teacher and an avid reader and someone who tries to be always thinking about the world and trying to make good decisions, I think the biggest way that some of the most influential American writers have changed and adjusted my thinking is just by trying to be introspective as you read text and trying to look at thematic pieces and situations in novels and relate it to your own life and in terms of your own decision making, in terms of the activities that are going around you. I think that they can be hugely influential in terms of your ethics and your morals, the friendships and relationships you get into. I think there's a ton of learning outside of just being able to lose yourself in a novel and lose yourself within a writer. I think there's real opportunities to have it shape your identity in terms of what you stand for, what you believe in. I think, although people talk about writing as an escape, and I think it is, like film, I think it's also a chance to be really introspective and think about how you're interacting with the world. And so I think that's the biggest takeaway I've had in terms of the way writers have affected my life.